Let's face it, stress is everywhere. Whether it's work emails blowing up your phone, the constant noise of the world, you're stuck in traffic, your phone's blowing up with notifications, or just trying to juggle life, staying calm can feel impossible. We've all been there. That feeling of being constantly switched on, of never truly unplugging, it's exhausting. I used to think that this was just the price of success, that pushing through the chaos was the only way to achieve my goals. But let me tell you, that kind of thinking leads to burnout faster than you can say overwhelm. So, if you are ready to get out of the stress spiral and become a calmer, more focused version of yourself, buckle up. I promise these tips aren't fluffy. They're real and they work. Trust me, if I can do it, you can too. Let's get real for a second. Boundaries. It's a word that gets thrown around a lot. But what does it actually mean? In the simplest terms, boundaries are the limits we set for ourselves and others, and they're crucial for protecting our time, energy, and sanity. Think of it like this. Your life is your own personal VIP lounge. You get to decide who gets in, how long they stay, and what kind of behavior flies in your exclusive club. Sounds pretty good, right? But here's the catch. You have to be the bouncer. You have to be willing to say no to the things that drain you, even when it feels uncomfortable. Now, I know what you're thinking, Irene, easier said than done. And you're right, setting boundaries can feel scary, especially at first. But trust me, the payoff is huge. When you start setting boundaries, you're not just saying no to others. You're saying yes to yourself, to your well-being, and to a life that feels more aligned with your values. One of the biggest game changers for me was setting boundaries around my work life. I used to be that person who was glued to their inbox, answering emails at all hours of the night. I thought it made me look dedicated, like a real go-getter. But in reality, it was just stressing me out and robbing me of precious time I could have been spending with loved ones or, actually sleeping. It took a while, but I finally realized that constantly being on wasn't serving me. So I made a simple but powerful change. I set a hard stop for work emails at 7 p.m., no exceptions. At first it felt weird, like I was breaking some unspoken rule. I even felt a twinge of guilt, like I wasn't doing enough. But then something amazing happened. Nothing. The world didn't end. My clients didn't fire me. In fact, people started respecting my time more because I was respecting it myself. Let's talk about stress, that sneaky little monster that loves to crash our party. I used to think stress was the enemy, something to be avoided at all costs. Like that one friend who always brings the drama? Yeah, that's what stress felt like to me. But then I had this aha moment, a total game changer. I realized that stress isn't so bad. It's actually a natural part of life, a signal from our body and mind that something needs attention. Just like that check engine light on your dashboard, stress is trying to tell us something. The problem isn't stress itself, it's how we react to it. Are we letting it control us and sending us into a state of overwhelm? Or are we choosing to listen, to understand what it's trying to tell us? That, my friends, is where the magic happens. Instead of dreading stress, what if we got curious about it? What if we saw it as an opportunity for growth? A chance to learn more about ourselves and what truly matters? Because when we shift our perspective, we take back our power. So how do we actually do this? How do we go from stressed out messes to stress-savvy superstars? It starts with getting curious, with asking ourselves one powerful question. What is this stress trying to tell me? For me, stress often shows up when I care deeply about something. It might be a project at work, a relationship with a loved one, or even just wanting to show up fully for you amazing people. That stress, as uncomfortable as it can be, is a reminder that I'm invested, that I'm passionate. Other times, stress is my cue to check in with my priorities. Am I saying yes to too many things? Am I spreading myself too thin? Stress can be a powerful signal that it's time to reassess, to set boundaries, and to make sure my actions are aligned with my values. The key is to listen without judgment. Don't beat yourself up for feeling stressed. Instead, approach it with compassion and curiosity. Remember, darling, you are not your stress. You are the powerful, capable human who gets to choose how to respond. Now, I'm not saying that flipping the script on stress is always easy. It takes practice. But with every conscious choice, every time you pause and ask yourself, what is this stress trying to teach me? You're rewiring your brain and building resilience. You're transforming stress from a foe into an ally, a guide on your journey to living a more fulfilling and joyful life. Imagine that. Stress, your secret weapon. It's possible. and I'm here to cheer you on every step of the way. Let's talk about something we've all struggled with, the desire to be perfect. We put so much pressure on ourselves to have it all together and do everything perfectly. But guess what? Perfection is a myth. It's a sneaky little trap that keeps us stuck, afraid to even start because we're so worried about not getting it right. The truth is, chasing perfection leads to procrastination, overwhelm, and burnout. It's like trying to climb a mountain that keeps getting taller with every step you take. Exhausting, right? Instead of aiming for this unattainable ideal, let's shift our focus to something much more powerful and attainable. Micro wins. Micro wins are those small victories, those tiny actions that move us forward one step at a time. They're the building blocks of progress, and they're what helped me break free from the shackles of perfectionism. Trust me, embracing the power of micro wins will be a game changer for you too. Think about it this way. Life isn't about checking off every single item on a never-ending to-do list. It's about making progress, about showing up for ourselves even when we don't feel like it. And that's where micro wins come in. Did you just make your bed? Boom! That's a micro win. Drank a glass of water first thing in the morning? Another win. Replied to that email you've been putting off? You go, my friend. Celebrate that victory. These seemingly small actions create a ripple effect of positive momentum. Each micro win releases a surge of feel-good hormones in our brains, motivating us to keep going. It's like building a success snowball, one tiny action at a time. It grows bigger and gains momentum, carrying you further than you ever thought possible. Remember that we are not robots programmed for perfection. Here's a little secret. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the tide. Some days you'll wake up feeling like you can conquer the world, and other days, just getting out of bed feels like a Herculean effort. But here's the beautiful thing about micro wins. They don't rely on motivation. They create momentum, which is far more powerful and sustainable. Instead of waiting for the perfect time or the right mood to strike, micro wins empower you to take action, no matter how small, and let those actions fuel your fire. Remember that feeling of accomplishment after you've completed a challenging task? That's momentum in action. It's the driving force that keeps you going, even when you face setbacks or feel like giving up. And the best part is, you can create this momentum yourself, one micro win at a time. So ditch the pursuit of perfection and embrace the power of progress. Let's talk about something near and dear to my heart, moving our bodies. Now, before you click away thinking, Irene, you don't understand, I hate exercise, hear me out. This isn't about grueling workouts or achieving a certain physique. It's about tapping into the incredible mind-body connection and using movement as a tool to find calm amidst the chaos. Our bodies are designed to move, and when we do, something magical happens. We release pent-up tension, boost those feel-good endorphins, and gain a fresh perspective. Trust me, I get it. I'm not always jumping for joy at the thought of a workout. We all have days when the couch and a good Netflix binge sound way more appealing. But here's the thing. You don't have to be a fitness fanatic to reap the benefits of movement. Even a little bit can make a world of difference. Forget about calorie counts and six-pack abs for a moment. Let's shift our focus to how movement makes us feel. When stress rears its ugly head and threatens to throw you off balance, movement is your secret weapon. Think of it as a mini vacation for your mind. A brisk walk in nature, a few minutes of stretching, or putting on your favorite music and dancing like nobody's watching. These are all powerful ways to shake off tension and reclaim your calm. Movement isn't just about physical health. It's about mental clarity, emotional well-being, and finding that inner peace we all crave. It's about connecting with your body, honoring its need to move, and feeling the incredible energy that comes from within. Remember, movement is a celebration of what our bodies can do, not a punishment for what we ate. The key here is to find what works for you. You don't need a fancy gym membership or hours of free time to incorporate movement into your day. Start small. Maybe it's a 5-minute stretch break every hour when you're working, a quick dance party with your kids, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator. The goal is to make movement a joyful part of your life, not another obligation on your to-do list. Listen to your body, honor its limits, and celebrate its incredible ability to move. Trust me, your mind, body, and soul will thank you for it. Remember, even small steps can create big shifts in our energy, focus, and overall well-being. So get up, move your body, and feel the amazing difference it makes. Here's the thing. Life doesn't slow down, but you can learn to move with it instead of against it. Remember, you are powerful beyond measure. You have the strength to navigate any storm and emerge even stronger on the other side. What's one thing you'll try from this video to invite more calm and focus into your life? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And remember, calm isn't something you find, it's something you create. Now go out there and create a life you love, one micro win at a time. See you next time.